As I mentioned, Carlton Berry is facing 2 counts of aggravated assault, felony charges, and I hope he gets what he deserves.
Sheriff Adrian Garcia talked tough about Carlton Berry the day after the shooting at Lone Star College, but as we now know, charges against Berry have been dropped. Still, the sheriff isn't exactly changing his mind. Eyewitness News reporter Ted Oberg was there this afternoon when the sheriff compared it all to reality TV. He joins us live with more. Ted?
Gina, from trouble with the timeline on the day of the shooting to identifying a suspect who now appears to be the wrong guy, the sheriff's office has repeatedly given confusing information about this case, sometimes information that turned out to be flat wrong. Today, when faced with tough questions, the sheriff wasn't backing down.
Fact number 1. This individual right here, Carlton Berry,
last week in a news conference seen live all over the country,
was charged last night with 2 counts of aggravated assault.
Sheriff Adrian Garcia was a no-nonsense, fact-toting Texas lawman showing off his mugshot of the recently arrested Carlton Berry.
If we can make an example out of anyone, we will.
At that moment, the man who prosecutors believe was the lone shooter was still on the loose. Garcia, though, was ready to hand out punishment.
I hope he gets what he deserves for putting others in harm's way.
I'm out. I'm good.
Today, Carlton Berry walked out of jail. Charges dropped, his family demanding an apology. They're not getting one.
I'm not going to apologize. I owe him no apology.
But Garcia went even further, and listen to this. He said that if they had never charged Carlton Berry, the wrong guy, the sheriff's office may never have gotten Trey Foster, the right guy.
If it had not been for charging Berry, we may not be talking or providing these statements this morning, like the fact that Mr. Foster is in jail.
It's irresponsible.
Our legal analyst, Joel Androphy, says Garcia was out of bounds, adding Garcia is just the lawman in this case, not the judge nor the jury.
He's the sheriff. His job is to investigate. His job isn't to punish people before the public has had an opportunity to hear the evidence in the case. Obviously, the sheriff hasn't heard all the evidence in the case.
These cases are always a work in progress.
But this afternoon, the sheriff had heard enough. We had more questions. The sheriff decided we'd gotten enough answers. Should you have held up his picture and said, I hope he gets what he deserves? Should you have outed him on national television? Not only is the sheriff refusing to give Carlton Berry an apology, the sheriff's office today is asking us to apologize to him for our reporting, pointing out the confusion. Ted Oberg, 13 Eyewitness News.